just for two. Though you never knew you were my reason, I've gone much too far for you now to say that I've got to throw my castle away over dreams I have picked out a perfect come true. Though you never knew it was of you I've been dreaming.
Hi everybody, good morning. It is Tuesday, October 23. The Sandman has gone. But to sleep out your eyes, guys, because it's time to rise and smile with your favorite team here at TVJ. It's about Jamaica's Morning Time. Good morning to you. Hello, Miss Dales.
Hello, Simi.
How are you doing?
I don't know, like a weird fluish feeling grabbed me in the wee hours.
Are you fighting it?
Yes.
Busy?
Yes. Me had
Drinking busy?
dose it and dose it. So by 3:30 was me not gonna make it. Can I wake up Empress? But
I know.
I'll make it.
I know those mornings.
Yes.
They don't feel good. Anywho.
How you be do?
Good to be alive. I do, you know. It's been an interesting morning.
Yes.
But we face challenges and we rise above. And we keep on going.
To say the least.
Yes,
It's been an
man.
interesting
Yes,
one.
man. You got to just. Oh, God. I mean, between 4 and 6, too much has happened. But we're moving on, and we are happy that you are with us this morning. We say good morning to our friends who are not only watching us via your box in front of you, but across the world in a number of different ways. We've got friends on televisionjamaica.com. We've got friends on onespotmedia.com.
Absolute.
And then across the social platforms.
Yes.
You check in, you get your Instagram fix, you get your Snapchat fix, you get your Twitter fix, and you get your Facebook fix.
That is correct. You
Very
covered
cool.
it. Ah,
I love how there are people who leave home like early, but they still know everything that's happening on the show. Because when Jody don't post everything on Instagram, it's like you've watched the show anyway.
and then there are people like Cindy Breaks. We are morning tunes in every morning in our bed though.
Well,
In our bed.
I mean, if you had the choice.
Just me stay in my bed and
Okay,
watch too.
just checking.
In our
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Really, Marvin?
All right. So we're going to hope you feel better as the show moves along, Miss.
Yes, I'm sure I will. You know, and
Keep it
I
checking.
really want to say thanks to the people who tune in every morning. Yesterday, a lady saw me and she said, you know, Delia, this show makes the day bright heading into work, heading to whatever you have to do. And I said to her, it makes it bright for us as well. That when we come to work, it gives us the energy. So we're feeding off each other. You
It's
my
true.
peeps.
It's true.
Smile, Jamaica peeps.
I always
you
tell
my
people, and they
peeps.
say, how you do it? How you get up every morning at 4 o'clock to come? So this is my gym. Some people get up and go to Express or Fitness, wherever you go to do your 2 hours of workout. This is our workout here before we get our day started.
That is
Some
right,
of
Mama.
us have to work out and then head to more work, and then some of us work out and then go
I don't
to
know
sleep.
how people do that, you know. People say when I work out, I get energized and I can take on the day. Look, man, if I don't work out in the evening, it's done. Because when I don't
You
work
sleep?
out, come work out, me work out and stretch and then me done.
Pass it down.
Yeah, I don't know. People work out and go to work.
Different body reacting.
Yeah,
different
my
ways.
body not. take
Whatever
on
works
that.
for you. Workout with us, yeah, man. It's way less stressful. That's all I'm saying. So guess what, guys? On the show today, one of our favorite ladies is back. The Design Diva returns, and class is back in session.
Yes.
Like a holiday run off very quick.
Yes.
Me didn't do no homework. I'm sure she's coming back with some kind of test.
Test a
or
come.
something. So Delia's doing that interview.
No, me not.
No? All right. So much for
I
that.
forgot copy take.
So much for God in your back. Booker's back, folks, and she's starting us off where most of us start our day, en la cocina. We're in the
Sí.
kitchen this morning.
Si. And from the kitchen cupboard to the closet, our friends from Etal have the pieces that will have you stepping out with flair.
Love them. And they've got the flair on the field. A few of the reggae girls are slowing down for a chat with us ahead of their trip to France for the World Cup.
And you always not paying none with no mind.
No vacation. Done.
But something I have to keep though. I don't know what, but something I have to keep. So we leave France and we go to Trinidad because a lot's been happening lately where natural disasters are concerned. So we patch in with a morning show host over there in Trinidad and Tobago to speak about the recent floodings. Is the country at risk? They'll tell us.
All right. But at-risk youth are clearly put in more negatively vulnerable positions than others. We're going to speak with one lady who is stepping in to help with the True Vine Foundation.
And it's a campaign that's aiming to end period poverty. You heard me right. Activist and longtime Smile friend Shelly Ann Weeks stops by and she's going to tell us about her flow.
All right.
Very important.
Okay. What about things going on?
But first, we got our hot topic.
Yes.
Well, me our picture because this your topics here must add from yesterday.
Away, Dales.
When we doing it, all right. So everybody knows who can pick this up for me. Soulja.
What's the term?
Spice shut down by the time Soulja find my screen gonna.
She broke the internet.
Spice broke the internet yesterday with this pic. Everybody started, Spice, what you do? Spice, I bleach, Spice. So it's an interesting way in which she kick-started the promotion of her new album. Mixtape, Jody, correct me, Jody, the music person. Yeah, Lord God, Mr. Album, I sound like an old man. So anyway, so that was a big thing yesterday, when everybody was, I found it interesting because it ignited a discussion about skin color and why people are like, if Spice never knows that people love our dark skin before, I think she does now. Because they were like, no, Spice will love you, oh, you is.
Yeah.
We must tell people that more often.
But what's funny is that people were cussing her and praising her at the same time, which is, you know, what happens on social media.
Yeah.
People were praying it was a PR stunt because they could not believe that Spice would sell out like that and go and lighten her skin.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, whatever it is, it's quite elaborate because all her Instagram posts were cleared. So if you're following her before, all the pictures that you would have seen before, save maybe 2 or 3, were still there. So I guess we're still kind of waiting on confirmation, but a lot of people are surmising that this is in fact publicity for her new album.
I think she said so, because I think after everything kind of just went out of control, she went in and she did so it's Black Hypocrisy, and she's going to be talking about that. So I found it interesting, because I don't know how many people prior to yesterday would have said, Spice, you're a beautiful black woman, you know? So
why the memes them jump out in no time?
I know.
Jamaican Twitter is just
Spice turn white rice. Them say
flour.
Spice turn flour. Them say Spice. What is the last one, Missy? I don't remember. All kind of things.
Yes, people were quite.
Good morning, Grace Hamilton.
Good job. That was a good stunt. You did exactly what you wanted it to do, like that, real quick. Your PR people need a raise,
From
man.
Shana Bleach, my good.
Okay. I'm going to go to the front page of the Gleaner. Yes. With the tremors. Did you feel the tremor on?
I didn't. I saw people.
Have you felt any of the tremors?
Well, it looked like which part me that the tremor not go there, so.
Yes, it does.
No.
You were sleeping again, weren't you?
No, I was at Corrick. Had a tea party to honor the women who are going to be receiving awards.
Oh, you're drinking tea.
On Sunday, so I was there. We were having a nice little sit-down chat.
She's having tea.
No, we
Did
never
you drink it like this? Did you drink it with your little finger stuck off like that?
And we were having, we were having sandwiches.
Crumpets.
Yes, everyone.
With an accent, biscuit.
No, Karen Booker hosted us, by the way. So no, I never feel anything, and I don't think. I mean, imagine a room full of women, earthquake. You didn't know. Everybody was like,
No, you.
So it looked like Booker place nail down solid because we never feel it.
Well, the folks at the Mona Geoinformatics Institute of the University of the West Indies, Dr. Paris Leo Ayi Jr., who's the head, he's saying, just be careful of overreacting to the tremors. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, we've been getting so many tremors. What does this mean? The place is going to drop down one day. Other people are saying it's good that we're getting small tremors because it means that release is happening slowly instead of you know,
One
one
big
big thing. Dr. Paris Leo Ayi Jr. is saying that Jamaica records hundreds of minor quakes per year, and that the best response must be in adherence to the building code and proper dissemination of information. The 3.2 event happened yesterday, he said, but it was not significant, which is why it's called a tremor. Okay, thanks, Doc. It's orders of magnitude below a 4, which is the order of magnitude below a 5. And it's when you're at a 5 that we should start to worry. So he's just saying, sit tight, calm down, don't overreact.
Yeah, but in the same time, they're saying earthquakes are not predictable.
Yes,
So
that's the thing that scares me most about
So
them.
sit tight is one thing. There are things we need to do to prepare ourselves in case it comes.
Yep.
Like we're supposed to know what we're supposed to do. There are places that are more vulnerable in Jamaica than others. So that Paris, I think, did a study on to say, well, these are on fault lines. So we don't have to wait for it to come. I think a lot of our cultural treasures are in buildings that are in most vulnerable places that we need to move.
True.
So things like that.
There was an article in the paper yesterday about people who want to invest in Jamaica by putting up high-rise buildings, 20-story buildings. The Prime Minister says he's getting more and more requests to do that. So we've been talking about new building codes and everything. So hopefully we are building in accordance with and in preparation for these kinds of what call them? Environmental.
And for those who don't know,
events.
The government, they're in court about NIDS.
I know.
Yeah.
Started yesterday.
So if you follow Dion Jackson Miller on Twitter, she'll update you quite a bit on what's been happening and kind of puts an interpretation to it, being an attorney herself.
Yes.
Into what's happening. And so that's something that we also need to follow up, guys, because that's something that affects us. What I also want to say, Simone, 6 miles is not a road.
It's up.
Yesterday, I was coming from Exotic Stone Creations going to the boulevard. I don't know, when we drive pan, I'll know. I'll drive and I say, what is this? This on a road? It's not a road?
It's development in progress.
People just are all over the place. It's like people don't know. I mean, policemen were monitoring the heading to Mandela, which thank God, because it was still backed up, but they were moving it. But can you imagine if they were not there?
Yes, I can. Would have been.
Yesterday, even by the time I got into Kingston, everything was kind of gridlocked. Nobody wasn't moving.
It's terrible.
And then you have some people now, Chisholm Avenue. Does Chisholm Avenue come back to two-way after a particular time of night? It's a very serious question because several times now I've seen cars coming towards me. I wonder if I read the arrow. And Bell Road, are they one way all the time or sometimes? All the time? They're one way all the time? So I'm trying to tell you, motorists, Bell Road and Chisholm Avenue are one way all the time. If you insist on coming down that road and you lick somebody,
at fault.
At fault.
One more thing before we head to birthdays. Today is October 23. Today is the anniversary of the death of Brian George, who passed on this day 2 years ago, 2016, of complications due to heart issues. Brian was loved to many.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard to believe it's really been 2 years since he died. He's a former president and CEO of the Supreme Ventures Group, Supreme Ventures Limited. And on this anniversary of his death, we send our love and our condolences not only to his immediate family, to Kenya, Linton George, who still carries on in his name and his spirit 2 years later, but to the folks and the family and friends and all who knew and loved Brian, and to his SVL family.
Yep, we have a video,
actually. All right, let's have a look.
Here it is.
I know he had to go away to have some procedures done, and when he came back, he came by the office. He started to describe something that sounded more like an adventure.
Bishop Thompson made the point that, you know, it's on very few occasions that you will get the sitting Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition, the Cabinet and all the opposition parliamentarians in one place. Brian's passing was able to do that.
We were very young when independence came to all our islands. We naturally were politically aware. We would never have guessed when Brian was growing up that he would be a college-level athlete.
The first job I recall him having was in the oil industry.
Chairman of the National Housing Corporation.
At IBM.
When they reduced the two companies, the two lottery companies into one, and then they asked him to run it, was the epitome for him.
People no longer have to wait in long lines for hours to get free drugs, and Brian was instrumental in making that work.
Physical tragedy in Haiti, but also the family disruption and the family dislocation.
Everywhere he went, everywhere he worked, he would, looking at the economies of scale, looking at efficiency levels, coming up with how can we get this to work better.
You can be so much more decisive as a private sector operator as opposed to being a state sector operator.
Kenya brought out the best in Brian. She really did.
A remarkable thing, the way he divided his time, and also the impact he had on his children. They never seemed to miss their daddy.
We try our best to live in his memory.
I want Kenya and his boys and the rest of his family to know that he was loved by many of us, and we miss him.
Yeah. Very touching moment. Something that also was very moving to me was to see the love for Luton Shelton at Harborview last night. People turned out. They had the large signs, Luton, we love you. We must tell people, say we love them more often, you know, and spread and share love. It's important.
Matthew and Christopher, his sons, they're in different parts of the world, but man, they love their daddy and they're convinced and committed to living out his name. We miss you, Brian. Really do. Really do.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have birthdays?
Yeah. Is it Herrick's birthday? Herrick, how many birthdays do you have? Herrick that works here at TVJ RJ Group. If you come to the lobby, you're gonna see him. So happy birthday, Eric. Damian Williams, Karen Wilson Smith, Crystal Miller, Abigail Brooks, Mikkel Thompson, and Steph Bailey. Happy birthday to you guys.